Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurdzaki and my friends is Ababiel, Isnaindra, Prasetya. We will explain you about integrating the 4 skills. So the 4 skills, they are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. For the content-based instruction, content-based, also known as content-centered language teaching, integrates the learning of some specific subject matter content with the learning of a second language. For content-based curricula, there are 4 versions of content-based curricula. The first one is immersion programs for elementary school children. The second one is shelter English program. The third one is writing across the curriculum. The fourth one, English for a specific purpose. For them-based instruction, there are 3 versions of them-based instruction. The first one is strong, the second one is weak, and the third one is major principles. In order to distinguish them-based teaching from content-based, it is important to distinguish between what I will call strong and weak versions of content-based teaching. In the strong version, the primary purpose of a course is to instruct students in a subject matter area, and language is of secondary and subordinate interest. A weak form of content-based teaching actually places an equal value on content and language objectives. While the curriculum, to be sure, is organized around subject matter area, both students and teachers are fully aware that language skills do not occupy a subordinate role. This weak version is actually very practical and very effective in many instructional settings. It typically manifests itself in what has come to be called them-based or topic-based teaching. For the major principle, there are 4 kinds of major principle. The first one is automaticity, meaningful learning, intrinsic motivation, and the last one is communicative competence. Them-based instruction provides an alternative to what would otherwise be traditional language classes by structuring a course around themes or topics. For the activities, they are used environmental statistics and facts for classroom, reading, writing, discussion, and debate. The second one is to carry out research and writing projects. Have students create their environmental awareness material, arrange field trips, and conduct simulation games. For the experiential learning includes activities that engage both left and right brain processing, that contextualize language, that integrate skills, and that point toward authentic, real-world purposes. Experiential techniques, there are 6 kinds of them. The first one is hands-on projects, computer activities, research projects, cross-cultural experience, field trips, and other on-site visits, role plays, and simulation for the last one. Techniques, they are using props, realia, visual, show and tell session, playing games, and utilizing media. For the task-based learning to lesson structure, a method of sequencing activities in your lessons. Task-based learning lessons, students solve a task that involves an authentic use of language, rather than completing simple language questions about grammar or vocabulary. And for the communicative task and authentic search is continued by this task-based learning before I explain. For the communicative tasks, there are a goal, input from the teacher, techniques, the role of the teacher, the role of the learner, and evaluation. Authentic sources: speech, conversations, narratives, public announcements, cartoon strips, interviews, oral descriptions, media extracts, games and puzzles, photos, letters, poems, directions, invitation, textbooks, diaries, songs, telephone, directories, menus, and labels. I think that's all about our presentations. Sorry for our bad English, and hopefully this presentation can help you. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi